Okay, so exam questions, rational numbers, we'll see how we can reverse these rational numbers where we find them in decimal form, then we'll be able to revert them, to reverse them. Okay, so they are very simple provided you master a certain trick, and I'll be here to show you how you'll be. These are free marks. There are things, there's no thinking in these, and moreover, you don't use the calculator, but there's no thinking in these. All right, let us see how we can think then. So these are exam standard. I just picked from previous papers. One of them is 2017 and also 2019 FATO. They repeat, it's still the same format. Doesn't matter the date where I got the paper, but the concept is still remain the same. Just like you have been doing Gate Cove, everyone who needs to go through quadratic equation, they always bring a question on that. Just the same thing. Okay. So one thing, let me show you one thing that you need to bear in mind as you will be solving these. First of all, suppose you have a number A point B, C, all right, then D, all right. Let's say D is in the form of this one. So I'll call these numbers as independent number because they are not in a bar. So first of all, the goal that you need to have is to make sure that these two numbers that are independent comes to your left of the point, all right? So you multiply by what? If you multiply, you put there 1, then 0, 0. Then that means they'll be multiplied by 100. You match them like that. So this shouldn't be a problem, all right, on reversing the number. You just, if I have a number, I want to remove the point. Let's say I have 2.623, all right? So this number has to be multiplied. You bring this one there, then you match these zeros with those numbers. Then it means you need to multiply with the 1000 for you to bring this point here. All right. So that's one thing you should need to bear in mind. So make sure you need to have two equations for you to solve these questions. The first equation, should have all the independent number to your right, to your left of the point. All right. These are independent number, then they should be like this. Okay, this is what you need to have. All those independent number, make sure that they come to this one. I don't know how you manipulate it, but make sure that they come to your left of the decimal point. That will be your equation 1. Then equation 2, make sure that what was in the decimal point as well comes once inside or comes to the friends which are independent. That is it, then you are done. So that is, you multiply whatever number you multiply to move that point to this. Remember, when we write D like this means that we had a lot of D's like this. We just selected one. So you bring one D there. So it will be A plus B, C, D, then point D again. So this will be equation 2. So you subtract now 2 minus 1. Okay. So then we'll be able to solve this. Let us see now what I'm trying to talk about. Okay. I can say A or B or C to say let this one. But since some of you are used to X, me, I will not write X. Instead, I'll write A. So A is given as this one, what we have there. 2.5, all right, 2.534. Okay, you have seen now these are in the decimal point. So I said make sure, I don't know how you manipulate it, but make sure that this independent number comes there. So we have only one independent number, so move it by multiplying this whole equation by 10 so that the point comes there, like I demonstrated there. The point will come there. All right, so know how the point is moving. That's the issue, I think, on these rational numbers. So I'll multiply by 10 so that the point comes there. So say the whole equation you multiply. So I'll say A, in fact, I'll say 10. I'm sure. So I'll say 10A, or let me just use the same X. I think X will be better because seems to be a 0. So I'll say X. So I'll put X there. Then I've multiplied times 10 so that this point comes there. So I have 2, 5.34. Okay, so that will be our equation 1, like I've been saying. Equation 2 now at least bring what is inside the decimal, which is not independent. It also comes once, so everything should comes once. Remember, there were a lot of 3 4 3 4 3 4, but there's just selected at this point. So our equation 2 now, you multiply this by what? This equation that you're able to see. So you say 1 0 0, which is 100 for you to move this point at here, point. So I'll multiply times 100. So this will be now 1000 if I multiply from here. So that will be 1000 x is equals to, this will be 25 3 4. Okay, point, that point has come here after multiplying times 100. Then again the 3 4 still remain inside. So these are the two equations that we have. So the duty is now to subtract these two equations. That's all. Then we are done. So say 1 2 minus 1. That is it. Okay, that is it. Then you will be well and good. So what we are going to do is you subtract 1000 minus 10. So 1000 minus 10, or let me just arrange properly for you. 100, 1000x is, because this is our equation 2. 5 3 4.34 in a bar. Then we have this one, 10 x is equals to, you will write this 3 by that we have there, 34 in a bar point, we have 5 to there. Okay, so from there then you subtract 1 minus 2, that means, all right, so that means this one minus that, what we're going to say is this minus that, then that will give us 9. Is it? Oh, let me see. We subtract 10, 1000 minus 10, 1000 minus 10, what is the number? This should be 990. All right, 990 x. This you can see definitely they cancel. So what will remain are just independent number. 9 from that, it can't. So what we do is we put 14 there, right? We borrow 1. I don't know if you are borrowing 1. So that will be 2. Then that will be 14. Okay. 14, that will be what? That will be 9, right? Yes, that will be 9. So if you subtract that, that will give you 9. Then plus that will be 0 now. Then 2 5. So say 2 5 there, right? If I'm not mistaken, you can verify with me. So divide throughout by 990, by 990. So this means that we have expressed in the form of a over b, and this b which is down there, this b is not equal to 0, right? So our x now will be 2509 over 990. I think I have 7 points, so I can't simplify further. You can try if you can manage, but don't confuse the number. So that means you have expressed in the form of a over b. All right, so that is it for this one. Also this one, we said now, let me say x is equals to this. So x is equals to 0 0.123 bar. I said make sure that this independent number comes to your left. That will be your equation 1. So I can only bring all these two numbers 1 and 2 to the left if I multiply by 100, right? So I'll say 100 x is equals to 1 2 3 point, all right, wait, it's not 0.3, but I've just moved those two. So this means that the point I have just moved to here. So that would be a point. So this is equation 1. Equation 2, we'll make sure that what is also inside, what is not independent, or what is in the back comes also to your left. So I'll multiply by 10. This is the whole equation. I'll multiply by what? By 10, so that this point comes there. So this will give me 1000 if I multiply by 10 is equals to 1 2 3 point, again the 3, which there were a lot of 3, but we have just moved 1 3. So this will be our equation 2. So you subtract 2 minus equation 1. So that means that we have 1000 x is equals to 123, all right, 0.3 bar. Then equation 1 is what? 100 x is equals to 12.3 bar. So these, of course, they have gone. So here is 1. So say 1000 minus 100 is 900, right? 900x. Okay. This is 900x. Then is equal to, this is 0, there is 1, right? Then also there it's 1. Then there's 1 there. Okay. So you just divide throughout by 900. Also there by 900. So x there is equals to 111 over 900. So this is in the form of a over b, and this b is not equal to 0. So that's how we find these. They are very simple, provided you master the trick of getting the independent number. Take it, throw it there away. All right. Okay. 235. I think this is two. This is still the same number, right? 34. No, they are different. They are different. So we are solving this one now. So looking at this also, at least what is inside there? So I'll say x is equals to the same thing, 2.534, right? In the bar. So I said equation 1 will at least all the independent number comes there. So you only multiply times what? 10, so that this point comes there. So we'll say 10x, you multiply throughout, even the x will get 10 now. Then will be 2, 5, okay, 0.34 dash like that, okay. That is it. Then from there, what we are going to do is, we'll say, this is our equation 1, okay. Equation 2, make sure that these ones also comes there. We'll only multiply by 100 so that this point comes there. This point comes there. There are two numbers, so 100. So I'll say 1000. When you multiply this 10 by that, that will be 1000 is equals to 2534. Okay, point. Again, we have 34 in there, but there were a lot of 34, but I just chose to have this 34. All right, so that is it. Now we subtract this by equation 2. So equation 2, now we subtract 2, all right, minus 1. So you bring 1000 x is equals to 2534.34. All right, minus this one which is on top there. So we had 10x is equals to 25.34 in a bar. Initially, this one, once you cancel, you subtract, this will be 0, right? So forget about the bars now. Just do thin pen. So 1000 minus 10, that is what? When you subtract 1000 minus 10, obviously you are getting, what are you getting? You're getting 990, right? So I say 990, right? X is equal to this one. They have cancelled already. We don't want them. Then there it will be 9, right? What is it? So let me see. There it will be 2. Then the 5 there, this will be 14. 14 minus 14 minus 5, that is 9, right? I think I made a mistake on the other one. That is 9 in short. Okay. That is 9. Then that is 9. Then there's 2 there, so it will be 0. Then we have just 2, 5. I think we did this one. Or maybe it's different. So I have 2, 5 like that. Okay. So you divide throughout by 990. 990. So x is equals to 2509. I think we did this one. 990. So we have expressed in the form of a over b, and b is not equal to 0. So that's how you can actually, for me, I end here with my 7 points. So those with 6 points, you can proceed. I don't think you reach where you expect to simplify as possible. Did we do this one? I think we didn't. Let us do, we are saying x now is equals to 2.325 bar. So first equation, these independent numbers should come there. So only multiply times what? 100, so that these two can come there. So say 100 x is equals to, we have now 2, come in, 2, come in, come in, 2, then come in, 2, then these 3, so have 3, 2, then the pointers come there, then we still have 5, close the door. We still have 5 like that, okay? So this will be our equation 1. Then our equation 2 will be, yes. Equation 2 will be, we need to make sure at least this one also, the one which was in the back comes there. So I multiply by what? By 10, this equation by 10. So that will be 1000 now. X is equal to, all right, by 10. So that will be 2325.5 bar. So that will be equation 2. So we subtract 2 minus 1, or 1 from 2. You. Well, how much is that? So we subtract 1 from 2. You tell Dad that I've gotten that, man. So that is it. Then when you subtract that, that means that we have 1000 there. X is equals to 2325.5 bar. All right. Then we have the other equation, which is 100. X is equals to, all right, then 232.5 bar, like that. Okay, so this you can see that they have subtracted already, so we deal with the actual points. So 1000 minus 100 is what? 900, right? X is equals to, this and this they have gone already, then 2 there, it's what? 3 there, it can't. So what we do is we get 2 there, that will be 2, then that will be 12. 12 minus 3, that will be 9, right? Okay, then 2 there, that will be 0. So that will be 0, 2, then over, all right, over, we divide throughout by 900. So our AX will be in the form of m over n, which is the n is not equal to 0. Our m now is 2093, then our n is 900. So this is in the form of m over n, and n is not equal to 0. So this marks the end. Thank you very much. So you can do as many in your tutorial sheets. They are just the same. The concept is the same. I wanted you to master those steps, independent number, stuff like that. Then these are free marks, I can promise you.